Okay, Naomi, I love your voice. And listen, I want to thank the two of you for doing such a great job and for all the speakers. And I'm so excited on this beautiful day, wherever you are, or evening, and to be able to share a few thoughts with you about disrupting your life and beginning to look at the disruptions in your life and what do we do with that? How do we handle that? And I'm reminded of the words of James Weldon Johnson. Now I want some of you who are not familiar with, I want you to listen to the words. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chesting rod. When hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We've come over a way that with tears have been watered. We've come treading a path through the blood of the slaughter. Everything that we experience, everything that we now are taking advantage of, somebody paid a price for it. And one of the most important things that we have to do on an ongoing basis, and I want you to write this down and to honor this moving forward after hearing all the speakers and after this experience, upgrade yourself. I was looking at my computer and ask, are you ready for an update? You want it now or later? And I push now. Usually I say later because it usually takes time. And we really should update our knowledge on a regular basis, update our vision of ourselves on a regular basis, upgrade the vision and the goals and the dreams that we have on a regular basis. Why is that? What's the purpose of updating? Because where you are right now, that level of impact and that place where you are right now and the skill set that got you there, that has expired. And you got to update your skills, your knowledge. That's why Einstein said the thinking that has brought me this far has created some problems that this thinking can't solve. One of the most important things that you're doing, and I congratulate all of you that have been listening and watching, that we are made in the likeness and image of God. Think about that. We're made in the likeness and image of God and been given authority and dominion over everything. Notice, didn't say some things, over everything on the face of the earth. Think about that. Then why is it that most of us die unlived lives? Why is it that Dr. Miles Monroe for years said, rob the cemetery of your gifts and of your talents and of your abilities and of your skills and your leadership and your book and your music and the impact of your life? Why do you say that? Why do we have to say that over and over and over again? Because we have been programmed and are being programmed every day. And so we have to every day stop, check ourselves, and update and upgrade our vision of ourselves, our knowledge, and write this down, our skill set. That not only because of things we have gone through, but things that we are dealing with right now. The goalpost has been pushed back. And there are things that are taking place right now politically to oppress, to deny, to exclude our participation. This is a different space. And here's the success of what's going on right now and why you're watching me and why your voice and your story and your knowledge is so important. We have been programmed to be spectators, to be fans. You look at the number of people that watch a summit and listen to speakers sharing their story and their experiences and how they got through and how they got over and how they got to the other side. Look at the number of eyeballs, the number of people who view those. And then you look at the number of people who view old basketball games, boxing matches, football, various acts of foolishness on the internet. The numbers are just minuscule based upon what you're watching right now. And I want you to know you're different. The fact that you're watching me, the fact that you listen to the speakers, you are different. The average person not watching this, they're looking at stuff. Who's the GOAT? And we're going to share, we've been sharing with you how to become the greatest of all times in your own life. Most people in their own lives, they are rookies. They're living a life of mediocrity. Our goal is to help you to begin to not die with your music still in you, as Shakespeare would say. It's about the music. It's about the fire. It's about your mindset of living your life on your terms. Most people aren't doing that because we have been programmed to be fans, to be spectators. And so what happens is that you can get so busy and consumed. And I had to look at myself. I said, wait a minute. What am I supposed to be doing right now? My life has changed. I used to think people in their 40s were old. Now I'm 77. I'm old as Methuselah. Come on, now. So who does 77? Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. I get up real early. Before I get started, I get my little mascara out, and I start covering the gray hair. I don't believe in the gray hair. No, homie, don't be playing that, honey. I'll be covering up. Why? My kids say, Daddy, you would look so distinguished with your gray hair. I'm not trying to look distinguished. Hello? I'm trying to look young. Just because I'm 77 don't mean I have to look 77. I don't have to. How many of you agree that I don't have to look like I got one foot on a banana peeling and the other one in the graveyard? If you can feel a brother up in here, just put some fire in the comment section so I can see it. Or say yes, yes, yes. Say yes 3 times. I ain't playing with you. I'm coming for you this afternoon. I'm coming for you. Did you hear me? So we got to get a checkup from the neck up because stuff's living at a time where we have instruments, algorithms that know more about us than we know about ourselves. But it's not just the knowing that's dangerous, but the manipulation that's dangerous. I saw something about how to reduce inflammation in your body. I'm a 4th stage cancer conqueror. So I said, let me see what that is. And sure enough, it was an infomercial. It was a commercial about a product, all right? Do you know, I timed it. I got numerous commercials coming on my phone, on my computer, about how to reduce inflammation in your body with herbs, with food, with exercise, with a variety of things. How is that possible? Because they're listening to us. Write this down. Behavior marketing. They're watching our choices. Do you mind if we follow where you go? When you go to another website looking for something, they have a database and they can distinguish that and pull that stuff out and start marketing and pushing products to you and giving it to advertisers, giving it to corporations. Here's what Les is interested in. He just put something in dealing with his inflammation. And we're going to start marketing to him about that. He also just put something that he wants a 6-pack. He says he only has 1 pack covering up 5 packs. Do we have something for him? Yes, I got something for him. Good. All right. Here's his email. Come on. If this is automated, this is not driven by human beings. This is automated. They're making money off us while they sleep. And while you're looking at this, it's very important. What you tune into, you turn into. The reason that most people are fans and watching, who's the GOAT? Is it LeBron or is it Michael Jordan? Who's the GOAT? Couldn't even afford tickets to the game. Come on. All right, come on. The GOAT. Woo, isn't that just cute? Isn't that? Come on. We're talking about looking at our lives and checking ourselves, because sometimes you can confuse being busy with being productive and being profitable. But here's something else. And I think it happens to you after 40. Here's something else. Time picks up speed after 40. I'm telling you what I know. I'm 77. I'm telling you, once you get 40, you don't get 30 days out of the month. You might get 2 weeks if you are lucky. And listen to me right now. Listen to me. If you got some big bills, guess what? You now don't get 14 days. All right. Now you get about 8. So wait a minute. Did I just pay that bill yesterday? Come on. I mean, life has shifted. It has picked up speed. And so in order to navigate this, in order to live a life of love, of mind, of harmonious relationships, an achievement-driven, heart-centered life, you have to check yourself, update your knowledge and your skill set. And here's something else that's major. You have to look at your relationships. I want you to say to yourself every day, why? Every day. Can you just say it one time? No. McDonald's we know where they are. And every day there's a commercial. Why? They program us to go get their products. They program us to create a thirst. Write this down. The thirst. By saying what I'm going to share with you, it will create a thirst and a hunger to make it happen. It will activate something that's called the reticular activating system. It was designed to help us to begin to identify the things that we want and how to achieve them. They created a missile that was designed, and I want you to follow me on this. Been a minute since I talked about this. They created a military device that was designed after the human mind. It was called the teleological missile. The teleological missile, once it got a target in sight, the teleological missile, when it was released, if the target went to the right, the teleological missile, this smart missile, would go to the right. This is technology that has never been done before. If the target goes to the left, the teleological missile would go to the left. Keep in mind, it's designed after the human mind. Listen to me closely. The teleological missile, once it gets a target in sight that it is supposed to hit, when it's released, and if the target vanishes, the self mechanism in the teleological missile will trigger it to self-destruct. Whoa, whoa. Did you hear me? It's designed after the human mind. We are here for a reason. When someone can destroy your identity, how you see yourself, which takes away the purpose and the meaning of your life and the direction of your life, hello, I'll wait. As Dr. Della Tiro would say, yeah, when you see people, see, life is for living. And you're an energy source. And that energy is going to be used. It will be used destructively or productively. Friend of mine, he was telling me about his mother who was on drugs for years. And he got her to go into a drug program. And when she got out, after a short time, she went back on drugs again. He said, why would you go to a drug program to get off these drugs and now you back on them again? She said, wait a minute. Don't jump on me about this. This is my life. I only went into that drug program to stop y'all from getting on my last nerve, aggravating me and nagging me that I need to go get some help. I didn't want to go, but I decided to do it because I was tired of y'all. Y'all thought I should do it. I think my life is fine, and I'm doing what I want to do. Hello. As my twin brother Wesley would say. See, people who engage in self-destructive behavior, one, they have a negative image of themselves. People that are listening, you that are listening to me now, each person, every speaker that you hear, the words that they speak, remember what you tune into, you turn into, is designed to enhance, to empower, to expand your vision of yourself beyond your mental conditioning, beyond your circumstances, beyond the adversities that you have been or are experiencing. Thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established unto you. So I want you to write this down. The rest of my life will be the best of my life. I want you to write that down and say, I say it every day. The rest of my life, when I first get up in the morning, oh, thank you, Lord, for a brand new day. All things work together for good for those who love God. Don't mean that every day would be a good day, but there's some good in every day. And the rest of my life will be the best of my life. If you agree with that, if you feel that, if you want to declare that for yourself, he said, thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established unto you. Come on, somebody. You want to be an advertising agent for yourself. You are the GOAT in your life. And you don't want to be a mediocre player in your life. You don't want to be a spectator and a fan in your life. You don't want to be seated in the bleachers in your life. You want to make actively in the mindset of Abraham Lincoln. He said the future belonged to those who create it. You want to create it. I'm so fired up, my nose running. I can't believe this. Hey, come on now. Of all the times, this is so embarrassing. I'm turning red, but y'all can't see it. oh, 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 Tyrone, you got to help me out. I've been, I was talking to Tyrone. We're doing a wedding rehearsal. Tyrone is my squirrel friend. And so I was just fitting him for his tuxedo. And he met Trina, his fiance Trina. And so we were doing a rehearsal because I'm working. I'm doing the officiations for it. So this is Trina. Y'all haven't seen Trina, but she gorgeous, honey. Miss Trina, come on, baby. Don't be shy. So this wedding, we're orchestrating this. When you've been locked up too long, you start talking to squirrels and conducting marriage ceremonies. You can't make this stuff up. Who marries squirrels? Okay. Here's something else. You look at your life, write this down. Realign yourself. Realign yourself. That's what people don't need to be in your life. I can't believe this. Of all the time. For my mustache to be messing up. Oh. Is it gone? Who does this? You are crazy. I know. Realign yourself. Get some friends who love squirrels. That would be me. See, there's some people you need to get out of your life. Why? Because they will compromise your energy and your power. And when they take away your power and your vision of yourself, you will unconsciously, getting on this path, having nothing to aim for, engage in self-destructive behavior. It might be alcohol. It might be procrastination. It might be surrendering to fear. It might just be not doing the things that you need to do. It might be causing you to lose your focus. This is a time that you want to keep the main thing the main thing. This is a time that you want to be persistent. This is a time that you have to be determined. I was talking to a man who lost his only son, and he said he went in a room and found his son dead in bed from an overdose. He said he fell down on his knees and screamed out to God. And at that point, he didn't want to live. His only son gone. And he heard my voice. If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And he rolled on his back and he got up. Another gentleman, he was going through a tough time, had suicidal thoughts. And as a result of what he had gone through a divorce, lost his job, went through foreclosure. Seemed like his life had been turned upside down. But that wasn't enough. He lost someone that was very close to him who passed. And he heard my voice. Listen to this. Somebody saw him at an event. 3 weeks later, entertainment. They have these white parties where people dress in white and go out and they dance. They travel around the world to meet other people who dress in white and dance. And somebody asked, I didn't expect you to see you here. What are you doing here? He said, Les Brown said, you will get through this. As I was in the arms of grief and feeling sorry for myself and being depressed, he said, sooner or later, you're going to get past this pain. And he said, I decided to make it sooner. Come on, somebody. Don't you make me get up and dance for you. Don't you come. I decided to make it sooner. Come on, bust the move. Mm-hmm. Yes, come on. Sooner or later, you will get through this. I decided to make it sooner. Write this down. We make decisions, and our decisions create our reality. That created a shift for him. The shift from grief to living life now. All of us sometimes need a word to shift our thinking, need a word to remind us that we have greatness in us. We have abilities and talents and dreams. We have some good stuff in us that God placed there. All of us have been chosen. If you weren't here now, there would be a missing piece to the puzzle of who is required to help make this world a better place. That's why Horace Mann said we should be ashamed to die until we've made some major contribution to humankind. If you agree with that, I want you to put some fire in the comment section. If you agree with that we're here to live a life of meaning, of purpose. We're here to live a life of impact. I'm calling a cousin that I did not know I had, and to have her take me to go see the grave site of my birth father that I have never seen. I've seen the birth site of my grandmother, Beulah Rucker, and to Dorothy Bell Rucker, my birth mother. And because I now realize they had to do what they had to do. Had they not taken themselves down to Miami to give birth to me and my brother and give us to Mamie Brown, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I'm a different person if I had been raised in Gainesville, Georgia. Nothing wrong with Gainesville, Georgia. But because of the impact, the influence, the example, the love, the sacrifice of Mamie Brown, she took care of us like she gave birth to us. That inspired me. That brought something out of me. You know, she adopted altogether 7 children. I was among the 7. And I heard this guy, Ed Milet, said, usually in families, there's one who will show a level of gratitude. There's one who, even though born in the same situation, under the same roof, they are raised, ate from the same table. But there is one who will be dramatically different. There's one who has an expanded vision of themselves. And even if you are only a child, you are the one. I can't tell you, only child, spoiled brats that I've known over the years that had everything, and didn't appreciate it. Had a mindset of entitlement. I had one of my daughters check me. I'm not going to say her name is Mayor. And I was telling her some stuff I wanted her to do for me, and she didn't do it. I said, hey, what's up with that? She said, you act like your children owe you something. At first, my feelings were hurt. But then I thought, my children don't owe me nothing. They didn't ask to be born. No, they owe me nothing. And so that was a wake-up call. You better take care of yourself, young man. I don't call myself an old man, young man. Yeah. And hold yourself to a higher standard. Don't be like the other people in your age category, acting like they're winding down. People say, you know, at this stage of your life, you're older now. I said, no, you get older when you stop working, when you stop contributing, when you stop being an active force in life, when you allow the disruptions in your life to allow you to feel like you are old. No, I'm still growing. Age is not determined by the number of Earth days that you have. It's determined, are you still relevant? Are you still making things happen? Are you still participating in life? Are you still engaged? The reason that you're watching me now is there's something in your heart that says, I am not going to die an unlived life. No. And if there's something that someone says at this summit, I know I got some music in me. I know I got some good stuff in me. If there's something said by these speakers, by these coaches, by these trainers, if something is said that's God guided, that will inspire me to get out of my history and live out of my imagination, he said, I'll give you all your eyes can see, and I'm going to listen. I'm going to be present. Present. I'm ready. I'm taking notes up in here. Oh, my time has run out. So I want to say you have something special. You have greatness in you. Bye for now.